Hello there, people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. Today I want to talk to you about something called status. Now, status is kind of similar to the whole thing about like, who knows who has what job, who has how much money, who has this many Instagram followers, who is seen at this party, at that party, who is like a big name, like a big deal. I'm guilty of this, so I'm not gonna kind of point my finger at the rest of the world because I know that I've been there, I know that I've done that. I've been in a place where I posted Instagram because I want people to see that I was doing a certain thing, or I've wanted people to see that I was with a certain person. Like, I just wanted to be seen. I would monitor how many likes I would get on each picture. I would monitor who was commenting, who was watching my Instagram stories, my Snapchat stories, because of status. Like, it's hard not to pay attention to that kind of thing. And living in a place like Nashville where there are lots of different groups of people, there's like the cool kids or the not so cool kids, or the people with like the big like music industry people, or the people with just like lots of money or lots of fame, anything like that. And it's funny because it reminds me of High School Musical. I used to watch that movie every single morning before 5th grade. I am not exaggerating, you guys. I would start it and then get as far as I could before I had to leave for the bus, and then the next morning I would restart it again from where I left off, and I would just keep playing the movie and keep singing the same songs over and over again. I bring up High School Musical because there's a song in there about like, stick to the status quo. It's like, I'm not gonna sing it, I almost sang it, that would've been funny. They were basically, it's the scene in the cafeteria where they were like, the band geeks stay with the band geeks, the jocks stay with the jocks, the cheerleaders stay with the cheerleaders. Like, it was all about status, and who you were seen with basically defined how cool you were at school, and going deeper than that, how cool you thought you were, and how loved you thought you were, and how accepted and okay you were with yourself. And that's a deeper version of High School Musical than is presented on Disney Channel, but that movie, and honestly, like, just high school in general, I think really represents how people still are and how I've still been. And it's starting to get really annoying to me. And I've been to parties where it's really obvious that this is a party that people just want to be seen at. People aren't really interacting, having a good time with each other. They're more like making sure that they get enough Instagram story pictures that night so that they were seen there. Or people will, every single time they do anything, post a picture of themselves there so that they can be seen there, so that people will know that they are doing cool things, because without that they don't feel good enough about themselves. Then I'll be at a party where there's lots of people there, and it really doesn't matter who knows who, and it really doesn't matter who has how much money or who has what job, or anything like that, you guys. And those are the parties that people aren't really super focused on. I need to make sure that we get a really cute candid picture to post tomorrow, or I need to get a really cute, I don't know, boomerang so that people will know that I was here. Those are the parties that people are just there, and they're there to be there and to be with the people and to care about those people and to just have a good time. And those are the times that are the most fun. Those are the times that are the most fulfilling. We get so caught up with status, and I notice that a lot in places like Nashville or in places like LA. People want to be seen. It stops being so important what kind of people they hang out with, and it starts being more important on the status the people they're hanging out with has. It's like, who's gonna get into what cool crowd and who's gonna do what, and like I've said before, I've been there, I know how that feels. But let me tell you guys that it's really not fulfilling, and in the long run, you're gonna end up really lonely. At the end of the day, we need people who will love you. It doesn't matter how many Instagram followers you have. It doesn't matter how many people watch your Snap story. I can't say that enough, and it's like I'm saying that so much because I'm saying that to myself. I'm saying that to everyone and anyone. We need to stop focusing on the level and status of the friends that we have, the who knows who's going to be at what party, that I'm going to be friends with this person because he knows this person, maybe there's a connection there. Because that's not friendship. Like, that's barely networking, that's just a sad way to live. And I've lived that way. But right now I've been making it a really big point to not live that way. I'm going to hang out with the people that I want to hang out with because I enjoy their company, because I like being with them. Not because maybe they can get me somewhere. Not because maybe they know the next person who can get my book published, or they know the next person who can get someone's song on the radio. Like, that stuff is not real. And with how important friendship is, it makes me really mad that that's like been the resort of some people's version of it. You guys, Jesus didn't care who knew who in his group of people. He hung out with a bunch of nobody's, honestly. No one knew any of his people. He did that on purpose because he knew that status in this world does not matter. So if he didn't care about that, why are we so focused about it? Like, what's the real reason you want to make sure that you have 1 million likes on your Instagram post? What's the real reason you want to make sure that you get in enough pictures at this party so people knew that you were there? What's the real reason you're posting the things that you're posting? Who do you want to see it and why? Like, we need to start asking ourselves the real questions. Why are you going to that party? Do you want to go to that party? Do you just want to be seen at that party? Why aren't you just hanging out with the people you actually want to hang out with, the people that actually bring life and joy? You guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope that I didn't get too feisty. You guys, I love you, and I really appreciate you watching these videos. I finished my book. I officially have an editor, and I'm on my way to finishing everything up very soon. But you guys, I need your help. Doing all that stuff costs money, and so if you guys want to help fund the publishing, editing, design, all the things, my book, then I have a GoFundMe page in the description box below where you guys can choose to support me if you want to be involved in that. I would so greatly appreciate it. I'm so pumped, so excited for you guys to read what I wrote. Also, if you want to join my Patreon family, get a preview of my book, that link is in the description box below as well. I love you, and I'll talk to you next week.